I'm doing my job as a moderator.
Looks like we're there. Gonna start winding down here.
Yeah, shh. Don't let him know I'm stream sniping. He gets mad about that.
Tuning in, everybody.
Yeah.
Again, stick around for my boy, my main dude, Captain Baby.
Yeah. I'm just catching on for a second. Yeah.
Let's go see what he's up to. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate it.
Oh my god. I just had to close Taylor's stream, so I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm as blind as everybody else.
What are you doing in my swamp?
I forgot I set that up. Hey, thanks for tuning in. You didn't have a lot of choice. What? Something wrong? Wait till you see the others. Give me a follow. Give me a subscribe. I did a lot of things.
Thanks, friendo.
Yeah, that one's cute. It's the nicest one I have. Yeah. Alright. Well, anyway. Barring any other, unforeseen interruptions, we'll go ahead and get started here. This is a game called the Signifier. So the main thing I've heard to describe it is, you know that one episode of Black Mirror where everybody had the like the memory implants and you could like watch video of people's memories? This is that, but the very early stage. There we go. This is not a pipe. AI research, the influence of social media, and brain scanning technology have led to three important developments. The creation of the TSB, Technology Safeguard Bureau, whose mission is to maintain democratic structures safe from the abuse of technology, complex international brain scanning regulations that protect private data, and I'm reading fast, the undeniable tension between, my cat, between the world's biggest economies in the wake of new AI breakthroughs. Under this context, the Dreamwalker Project, which performs academic research of the human mind through an assisted brain scanning technology, has been under scrutiny. You had to make a collaborative deal with the new TSB to keep your research alive. I am big science man with a big science plan.
Right here. Let me take a picture of you with the box.
A picture? Why?
It's part of the protocol.
Oh. Okay.
I don't need to remind you how sensitive the material is.
I know. Thanks.
Good. Take care.
Ooh, that looks good. I'm getting 30, 45 FPS. Give me a second. Let's take that down. Yeah. Let's keep it simple. Everything's blurry now. But it's okay. Because I got that 60, baby. It's Tom.
Russell, did you receive it?
It just arrived.
Good. Listen, Priority is to find the real cause of death. Early reports indicate suicide, a drug overdose.
Is that Richard
I don't
Epcar?
buy it. It doesn't make sense. She was too important and the timing was odd.
She was a lawyer at GoAT, right?
That is
Now
Richard
the vice
Epcar.
president.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Now you see how
he's
easily
the old
trouble
man
can
in
get out.
everything.
You're putting me in a tough spot here, Tom.
Not if you're careful, Russell. Just make sure nothing leaks out.
Why not wait for the full autopsy? Why do you need me?
We need to move faster,
Lady.
and if there's something bigger going on, we need to investigate.
Johanna
This
Cast,
is a one-time
2009,
chance to
before
catch them.
entering
GoAT has
GOAT.
been dodging us for way too long.
So you want me to spy on them through her memories?
No, I just want you to find out how she died, which is legal. But if I'm right, it will take us somewhere nasty. I know there's something off. We just need to find out what.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Good. Remember, it's because of these people we're here in the first place.
Well, we don't know anything yet.
We will, Russell. I've been in this for too long to know it's not just suicide. You'll see. So, I've given you access to her apartment on Stratford Avenue. They're about to wrap it up over there.
Whew.
Detective Stan
Do
Beck is
declare.
waiting for you. He knows you're coming. If you want to investigate
This
the real cause,
horrible
you should head out there.
Louisiana heat.
I'll check it out.
Okay then, I'll leave you to it.
Whew.
Don't keep Stan waiting, and keep me posted on anything you find.
I gotta wait for them to stop talking so I can read it. But yeah, this lady died. We gotta figure out what happened. Johanna Cast, 39 years old, married, no children, vice president at GoAT. Johanna was the vice president at GoAT and one of the younger top executives in the technology industry. Known to be efficient, smart, ruthless, and determined, she has been credited as GoAT's highest valued asset in the last 5 years, with a strong understanding of management, laws, markets, and technology. Sorry, pausing to make sure RTX's voice was working, because it wasn't a second ago. With a strong understanding of management, laws, markets, and technology, she won the Inno Award in 2013, being the first woman in the world to receive it. High-profile executive found dead in apartment, apparent drug overdose. I like how they made sure to typeset around his thumb. Like, it's clearly where the line break would have been anyway, but they're still making sure to move things so you can read everything. Husband found her dead on apartment 29, 3:15 p.m., called immediately at her own apartment, located at Jules Strandford Avenue, 8542 Valley Tower, floor 42. Facebook, last posted from 2014. Good. Get rid of Facebook, it's evil. Twitter, last post from 2016 about a conference she gave, so just using it for like business purposes. Personal email, johannacast01@t.com. Corporate email, johanna@goat.com. Apparently mail has been deleted. Apparently due to corporate restrictions, Johanna didn't have an active online social life. Last known picture taken by Laura Pez, apparently her best friend, 2 days before her death. Cool. And digital brain DVD generation scan report. I'm not allowed to open it. Goes in pockets. Can't open this at all. No, just classified. Okay, well, let's go read her brains. Is there? Yes, there is a sprint. Is there a jump? There's no jump. Complicated formulas. Alright, I can do basic algebra. Can anybody help me out with this?
I need to start over again. The hardware is already enough for on-the-fly reconstructions, but the software isn't. I need to start over again.
Okay, we're exhausting that dialogue, son.
I've got nothing to put in there. I've got
Nothing to put in there.
There's been a lot of shutdowns lately, and this building's electrical grid is just as old. So I got a backup. Old, used, but it saved me a few times. My backup generator in case of shutdowns.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of dialogue here, folks. Oh, am I gonna get DMCA'd? It's classical, baby. That's copyright free. Oh shit, that's like jazz. The mirror stage is one of the first concepts with which Lassan worked on. Beginning of his teaching in his essay, the mirror stage is a formator of the function of the ego, I, as it is revealed to us in the psychoanalytic experience. He bases himself on the work of Henry Wallin on the pregnancy, might be Henri, actually, it's French, Wallin on the pregnancy of the image of the other's body for some species, but also for the human baby. In relation to the image pregnancy, we have the notable example of pigeons, whose development of the reproductive system would be intimately linked to the vision of their congenitors. Isolated pigeons do not develop their gonads. Likewise, in the case of the human baby, the importance of the mirror, as well as the body and the words of others, is vital. Much of the image we have of ourselves depends on the other. The self would be a function that comes from the other. Experience of the child, who still does not have a complete proprioception of his body due to the maturation of his nervous apparatus, who does not have a unitary idea of it, does not recognize himself in the mirror until he is more or less 8 months old. Before that, his own image is to himself another being. In the mirror experience, a unitary image of himself is returned to him in advance, which, as such, is still misleading since it is inverted. To the words of another who will confirm that that's you. Child will come to in his image. However, if we reflect on this scene of recognition, there's even a recognition of the moment when, with glee and also with strange sense of amazement, recognizes himself for the first time in the mirror. It's still interesting to capture that child is able to articulate a word. First thing that is placed is a U and not an I. Just the child in the image. But the self is always external, and to a certain extent, they never cease to be. Suffices to remember the feeling of strangeness before angle of our image in a photograph, or in the extreme, the experience of the anorexic does not stop seeing in the mirror a strange element in his body that must be removed. The same way the words and gestures of others, especially our family, are directed to us determine our concept of ourselves, which we call what we call the ego function. Parents speak of the child and also speak to him. They gesticulate towards him. All of this sediments certain images, encourages certain aspects, and dismisses others. As such, there is a dialogue that is established in an imminent way. I don't think I've ever actually seen that word written down before. And that does not need to be explicitly said for it to be there. You must remember that what is not said is as important as what is actually said. The idea that Lassan transmitted in this sense that made him generalize the stage of the mirror as something that always works beyond a certain stage in the child's development is that the function of the ego is something that is always being built in relationship with others and takes as criteria the desirability of the social sphere, which is situated as the ideal images in certain specific social and political context. Neurotic conditions are, in this sense, related to the mirror function that fulfills the social context and especially the family. Neurotic conditions arise from the complex problematic relationship that humans have with the desire of others. Fundamental question would be, what does the other want from me, or what am I to the other? And then they actually cited their research. Alright.
The idea was an office-lab hybrid. Reality, a cold, insufficiently funded lab.
Yeah.
The idea was an This is not a pipe.
Yeah, it's oh man, I don't remember what it is, but it's like context or something, contextualization. Because it's not a pipe, it's a painting of a pipe.
But the painting of a pipe. Magritte's famous painting. Magritte's famous painting.
Magritte's famous painting. I think it's time to move on, unless I can get in the back here. I can get in the back here.
It works, but the sound. It works. I can't believe the loss of performance after adapting them to comply with the new laws. Times are changing indeed.
Oh no.
My server setup. Not so fast anymore, but still solid as a rock. My server setup.
Oh. Oh, this is a German game. Holy shit. I didn't even realize that.
This was the first thing I brought in here.
You carried this cabinet all by yourself? You're so strong.
This was the first thing.
Why was it the first thing? Honestly, probably because it's so big. Just get it through the door, get it out of the way. That makes most sense to me. Yeah.
I really need a new partner. Hard to replace Carl, though.
What happened to Carl? I guess we'll find out.
Carl liked to read this nonsense. I never figured out how such a great scientist was able to pour so much time in reading clickbait articles. He once said he could draw global connections through them.
Did this motherfucker print out BuzzFeed articles to read on the share? What the hell? CRISPR-enhanced people have copyrighted genes added to their DNA. Here at the letter, we have learned to expect the unexpected because something new will always come up. According to our sources, patients that underwent the medical trials for the exogen treatment have recently been contacted by the legal team and warned them that while their treatment covered, any children from patients were not. This treatment directly affects the genetic material of the patients and scrubs them of possible genetic diseases. In the documents the letter has been able to obtain, there's also mention that in certain cases the DNA strands passed on to offspring might also benefit from the use of exogen. With this information, we attempted to track down participants of This Is How We Found Chris and Ellie person, a pregnant couple who had signed up for the exogen trials due to his proclivity to lung cancer and hers to glaucoma. Chris tells us it's horrible, they own my reproductive organs. Meanwhile, Ellie laughs. When they called us, she says, and told us we could be liable, we just couldn't believe it. We barely have enough to scrape by. We can't afford lawyers or payments. This baby may be born into debt. It's the stuff from dark sci-fi films. The names of anyone involved have been changed according to their wishes. Okay, yeah, that's why it's such an obviously fake name. Monsters in the Sky, gene editing proteins and chemtrails. See, it's always the article on the side that's the true one. Our officers were notified the last month of a particularly large and persistent chemtrail over the more impoverished areas of the city. The trail stayed in place for over 8 hours, disappearing after a strong wind picked up. R. Pizarro, a local resident, knew right away that something was wrong. I could feel as something changed in me, he shares. Not a week after, I got a nasty cough that won't go away, he declares after taking a drag from his vape machine. I love that guy. Like I said, it's German. Jesus, I thought that was a glory hole for a second. Like, why is it so high up the wall? Why is it over in the corner? But yeah, to go back to your previous stuff, they probably had, like, the base furnishings, and then bringing in all the scientific equipment. So, like, let's get the office, let's get the shelving units. Then we'll bring in the stuff here piece by piece. I gotta get up to tippity top. What's up here?
My little project. It's come a long way.
Yeah, see, it started small and then it got big.
I just need a few more years of independence. I need to keep the TSB away. Soon. On the fly memory reconstruction. Soon.
Alright, time to end it all. There's an invisible wall, but I got legs, so I'm happy. Gonna be looking at these legs a lot. Ooh, I got a shadow for a walk side. And my head moves around. Ah. Alright, let's actually play the game.
This'll take a while.
I like how he...
I should visit her
Nothing
before
happened.
the memory gets ready.
Like, he was typing away, but he was already going.
I've got nothing to put in there.
Got nothing to put in there.
I shouldn't keep that detective waiting.
There's somebody else. Oh, I see. It's got to read it first.
Development logs of patch 1.2. Probably the most important update to date, and Carl's last contribution to the project.
Oh, shit. Alright, time for some exposition, boys.
All right. I have a temporary solution for when Evie can interpret some part of a memory, but it requires manual input. So, let's say the data was a chair. While Evie can't interpret it is a chair, or where it should be, she's still able to produce a 3D geometrical output with sound, and that output is based on data which does have meaning.
Yeah, we're gonna work on the EVs and the IVs. Yeah, see, look, temp 23. That looks like an EV.
What I did was to allow Evie to still represent this failed reconstruction in an encapsulated manner that
I like how it's spelled differently in the subtitles.
space, so we can interpret it. I made a quick interface for inspection too. So, in other words, we can now assist Evie at interpreting the data by using our special human skills. We just have to tell her what it could be and where it should belong, and she should be able to narrow the margin enough to make it part of the reconstruction again.
Okay, makes sense.
Is it always about something missing, like a chair or another object? Or can it be a subjective thing that doesn't belong anywhere?
It could be a subjective thing, yes, but that would be rare, as it's more likely to become a subjective entity or part of the subjective environment somehow. Shouldn't be represented as missing data.
Okay.
Can happen, though. Would be interesting to see.
Yeah. This is great, Carl. We're so close.
Okay. Wait, I don't want to stop. I want to go through the rest of them. Ah, gotta reset every time.
Okay. So, reason to celebrate. We can now make an objective reconstruction.
So, it worked.
My original approach didn't, but the machine learning approach did.
These are your memories you're using, right?
Yeah, for now.
Cool.
So what I did
Look at
is
those
isolate
spins.
a memory of a specific place, and then made the machine compare it with real footage of that same place, taken exactly at the same moment that the memory was made. So instead of trying to find out how to filter a memory out of its subjective experience, I just let the machine attempt it through trial and error. It basically iterates reconstructions of my memory by randomly filtering unclassified data, and the random reconstructions that match the footage the most get selected, and a new round of random reconstructions begin. Eventually, the filtering is narrowed down to data that is more and more reduced in size. And after a while, the solution is basically the same as the footage, just more glitchy and blurry.
And did you test it with different types of memories?
Nothing too extreme in terms of emotional distress yet, but yes, all types of memories and places. I've been carrying a camera for quite a while now.
I like it, but I think that you still need a bigger test pool to truly call it objective. I mean, you could be introducing bias by how you're making these memories.
That's true. But currently, the places consistently match in size, shape, color. The sounds are getting clearer. While it's not perfect yet, it's robust enough to be certain that if anything bigger than, for example, the size of a tennis ball appears in an objective reconstruction, and if that isn't too blurry or glitchy, it means it was just there. The error margin is simply too small now.
Cool.
Yep, and the cool thing is we can start classifying and understanding this data now by going backwards.
Yeah, I want to take a look at that.
It's all uploaded.
Awesome, Russell.
Okay. So, just an explanation for how shit gets done. Quick question. I'm just keeping my eye on the display window. Is the chat staying on the screen annoying? Okay. Well, as soon as this one's done, I'll switch over and fix it. I'll just add a delay to it so it erases itself, but I'll keep it slower.
Inside that memory. As we know, time is still an issue, as you can go
Okay.
back or further in time inside a single memory.
Oh, we got
So,
time here.
I thought it would be handy to have some sort of database of memories and their events as you reconstruct them.
So this is just an in-game
It also
HUD thing.
captures visual references as you progress, so it will help us remember a bit about each reconstruction, as it gets
Yeah.
confusing sometimes.
So I don't have to be
So,
writing
this
things
is
down
very
myself.
rough, but basically what you do is choose a memory from the subject's lifeline, and then if that memory is split into sub-events, you can select them and reconstruct that specific moment in time. It's pretty simple, actually.
That's very handy.
Yep. And if you ever manage to do that objective filter, I made it easy to divide each event into objective and subjective, so they can be selected through here as well.
Thanks for thinking about that. We will make this work.
Well, we've already talked about it, but I'll say this. Even if it doesn't work, we'll reach that truth through subjectivity itself.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone hear you.
The
say
chat
that.
wasn't as big of a deal when I had the 4x9 before with Lisa and all that. So just gonna get into properties. I'll have the messages delete themselves after 30 seconds. I think that works. And then boxed. If you guys want to send me a message just to test it out. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah. We got a raw Eevee.
Very minor upgrade to the control panel this week. If we discover raw data, then try to use it somewhere, and then forget to pick it up, Evie will know where we left it, so she can recall it. I put a small
This is my
input in the control
tutorial.
panel to do just that.
I just realized that.
I'm absolutely going to forget them.
Yeah, I was thinking of you.
Okay, on my side, I coded a small feature this week as well. If you need feedback from Evie about anything, she can now temporarily use more resources to process it. Technically, she will use more RAM to freeze a lot of secondary processes and then continue from that image. And if the RAM is not enough, she'll use our disks. So basically, a lot more processing power will be available for a few seconds, and the memory shouldn't shut down.
Perfect. Great.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. There's only 5 more of these.
Just a quick update on Evie. We've uploaded a few more natural language modules that have really improved her speech. But the biggest upgrade is a module that allows her to learn from us. It does use some processing power, but it's worth it. The biggest gains occur when she is actually on a conversation
Huge
and being
gains.
challenged, instead
Fucking
of relying
swole
only on
Evie.
big data analysis. So since she's learning from us all the time, we should try to speak to her naturally. Be polite with her. Explain things. Correct her when she makes linguistic errors, and so on. The clearer our language, the clearer she'll be when trying to interpret data to us later.
Okay. It's just language bugs.
Is it on?
Yes.
Okay, Russell. I think it needs just a few more days. I could use some testing, though.
Count on it. This weekend?
That'd be great, but weren't you going to meet with Laura?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Monday then.
Cool. So, subjective entities. As we decided, the understanding of subjectivity should be handled from different angles to avoid bias. So this particular angle is all about allowing the data to speak for itself, so to speak. I didn't want to rush into applying any concept we feel safe to talk about yet. So I first isolated data that had these characteristics: lack of particular location, lack of predefined shape, lack of overall consistency. a strong, erratic influence on other memory data. And of course, that AI doesn't get close to interpret it. So with this data, instead of forcing Evie to interpret something out of it, I allowed it to sort of latch to human and animal behavior patterns. Let me explain this. I mapped thousands of different behaviors into patterns, and then allowed the machine to brute force similarities between these patterns and the original uninterpreted data. If these are found, they can complement each other, because after a while, the data will have some behaviors more suited to itself than others. And with a little push, they can work as a vehicle to express the data. It's still far off to get something objective about it, but it allows for a lot of guesswork about what is the subjective thing that's going on in the memory. For example, let's say the
No, it's a
subjective
cat.
data is some sort of tense nervousness. Then there is a chance a subjective entity is introduced into the reconstruction to make sense of some of the data that has a behavior typical of tension and nervousness.
Okay, that
I'm
makes
aware that there
sense.
are layers of interpretation here. But thankfully, the pool sample is huge, and the good thing is that we can do investigative work with this. If we analyze the data carefully and start to challenge these behaviors, it can't lead to an objective conclusion, but it can lead to something if other aspects of the memory support the hypothesis that can come out of these behaviors. What do you think?
I love it. It allows us to investigate further without closing any doors.
I knew you'd get it. It's just having a bigger expression range for the subconscious. That's all we need for now.
Okay. Makes sense to me. And that'll be definitely part of the puzzle aspect. Thought it got dark. Let's do the time warp again. I'm not gonna sing it, you can't make me.
Should I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so after some serious wrestling with time, always a complex subject, we have a new feature for our time-based reconstruction problems.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. So since it's difficult to freeze one specific moment over a large space, there's always the chance that time variations are too large and that they introduce errors to the reconstruction. So when Evie does find a part of a memory which has a range of moments available, like for example, someone walking from his room to the backyard, and sometimes it's not enough time to make it a different memory event. So what I did, in order to make use of that information, is that if
It's
that
not even
moved
with the
backyard
subtitles
range
it
fits into
said.
the maximum time threshold of the event, Evie will now introduce a control that we can use to warp time on that specific object, instead of choosing one part and discarding the rest, so we can see the whole sequence without disturbing the rest of the memory. Thanks.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So avatars are like a quick adaptation of the subjective entity's work. After a while, we've been able to classify subjective entities based on a few characteristics, like aggressiveness, amount of reaction to the other elements in the memory, and a big list that we can go through later. But what I discovered is that some of the entities are fully passive, meaning that they do not express behavior, but other entities do react to them. So they are part of the subjective behavior web, but passive. So what I did is make a small hack to use their influence at our will. So it allows us to investigate other entities.
So we can control them.
I wouldn't say truly controlling them, but we can move them around and see how they influence the rest of the subjective space. It's only a spatial thing for now, but it can be really helpful to study how the patterns react to each other.
Okay. I'm sure this will make more sense in context. But this is the last one, and then we can move on to something else.
Okay, still working on the on-the-fly scanning project. It's still a long way to go, but I'm moving in the right direction. The head needs to be fully constrained, though. That's what I'm solving right now. Just moving a bit slow with everything that's happened lately. Yeah, logs will probably stop for a while, until things normalize a bit.
Oh no, he's sad. Alright.
I shouldn't keep that detective.
I don't even remember the detective. It's been so long. Can I get some water? No, I'm not even allowed to crouch. Okay. I wasn't expecting a fucking Flash game map. Alright.
Russell, right? Tom said you'd come. Feel free to take a look around, but don't touch anything. And let me know if you have any questions.
Look at this fucking David Cage apartment. Jesus Christ.
Probably her last meal. Probably.
Stephen Q. Jobs. Gall Technologies stock drops 34 points. Gall Technologies DLTC stock has had a 1-for-4 reverse split, attempting to consolidate their stock price after a precipitous fall of 34 points last week after a very strong year, dropping most of its gains. The fall was brought on after a class action lawsuit against the company due to their flagship product, the hiring support AI platform named Spurs, producing some troubling results which the defendants have construed as a case of employment discrimination. In an attempt to salvage their revenue stream, Gall allowed external experts to review Spurs. Big yawn. An internal report of their findings was leaked right before the point drop, breaking the proverbial camel's back as it mentioned a deeply ingrained bias which correlated certain features with mental health markers, and in one particular controversial case, sexual orientation. The platform learned over time based on the requirements of customers, but Gall will have a hard time blaming their revenue stream of these issues. Moreover, the suit also includes privacy concerns as the platform was able to derive information from the applicants that, according to their claim, was not shared with the prospective employers. Steven Quality Products Jobs. Unemployment worldwide to hit double digits. Automation and global warming, the largest layoff causes. Unemployment rates continue to climb globally as general automation disrupts markets, combined with climate change's impact in vulnerable countries, as the weather risks continue to destroy and isolate communities across the globe. New programs are currently underway by the UN to assist nations retrain unemployed population to help stop this trend, along with efforts from the international entity to limit the damage produced by hurricanes this year, which has reached record wind speeds for 5 years in a row. I like how everything in the future has to also specify, by the way, shit's fucked, we're dying. Like, not to keep retreading over David Cage, but if you ever played Detroit, do you remember that the unemployment rate was 55%? Half of all America was unemployed. Just because of robots. Economists call to avoid alarmism over possible economic downturn. Consumer concern has long been a powerful cause for economic downturn, claims D. Sopalesa, Secom, and PhD in economy. The past few years, our economy has been in a consolidation process, ensuring that our citizens continue with their acquisition plans. Can you imagine some? No, it's really hard to think about. Granted, we're only at like 40%, but still. When asked how we can simply continue spending in the current economic climate, Sopalesa answers, spending is crucial. Of course, I'm not suggesting frivolous spending or unnecessary debt, but to recover a sense of stability and confidence in spending habits. Oh, we gotta do some squats. Here we go. I'm pretty sure it was over 50. And like that was like for a pandemic, it makes sense for the unemployment to be high because, hey, stay home so you don't die. But when it's just, hey, robots are stealing our jobs and they've stolen half of all jobs in America, like that's where it got a bit ridiculous. Can I watch TV? Oh, she's got a curved TV, dog. Oh, man. What a fad. The Emperor's Handbook, The Story of Art, The Great Gatsby, The Singularity is Near, Tipping Point, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, Lady in the Tower, Made to Stick, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That one's a crock of shit, I know that one. Hypatia of Alexandru. Alexandria. House of Morgan. Information. That one's just black. Ah, fuck this bitch. Ah. Anybody who unironically reads Ayn Rand is a goddamn monster. She doesn't. Her pool isn't. Her pool isn't even infinity. Like, who the fuck does she think she is?
The great shaman Po, master of mirrors, has passed away on his 100th birthday, dated July 12th. I don't think I ever heard of him. I don't think I...
What other headlines? I'm not going to read the whole article because it's probably mostly fake. Negatives burned by mystery fire in Amy hearing. Panel in Landbrook's case apparently deadlocked late last night. To return at 9 a.m., Judge Sawwell releases the jurymen to sleep after a long Sunday job. But underlying strength of Republican Party little changed in off year. $4,288 to date for his campaign. Van Dyke is missing. Senator King grills revenue collector for 3 hours. He robbed a senator of like $4,000 and then fled the country. Oh, okay. Ayn Rand, yeah.
Was she going somewhere? Was she...
Going upstairs, like, holy shit, that's a fucking view. God damn. I gotta probably look at this one.
Go AT's new project. Generative design and automated construction. Their success would mean another tech earthquake. This time in the construction and housing market.
I mean, it's...
Everybody is both intrigued and scared about it.
Oh yeah, look how the boats aren't moving and the water is completely still.
Go AT's new...
But damn, yeah, that's still... Like... No, I know it's fine. I'm just like, it's very clearly a JPEG. But it's a very nice JPEG.
It's getting late. Goes with the style of the place. Yeah, time.
What the fuck is this guy doing waxing poetic about time? I love this game already. Okay. Now on to crimes.
Looks like where the body was. Looks like where the... Gizax sleeping pills. You need a prescription for these. Gizax. It's one of the strongest you can get.
He just pronounced it 2 different ways.
Gizax. It's one of the
He
strongest...
said Gizax first. Oh no, she pooped. Oh man, I gotta stay away from that. Poop's gross.
Clothes. Men's clothes. Looks like an expensive mask.
What the fuck?
Weird place to store it. Looks like an...
That's like the same color pattern as that Venetian mask that I got. It's neat.
Broken. 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 Okay. I think I have enough information from the time to find out what her memory is about what happened. probably stepped on the broken shards.
I gotta look at the poop first. I can't leave.
Another broken mirror. I don't think it's a coincidence. Vomit. Vomit.
So I was over here.
Broken mirror.
Uh,
I don't think it's a coincidence.
when I clicked on it before, he was just saying the word broken. And I was clicking it over and over and over, 'cause it's fucking around. And then, all right, I think I have enough information here. I should go talk to the detective. Like, what the fuck? No, I didn't. Alright, what you got, man?
Yeah?
Mm.
Do you have any theories about what happened?
It's a little early yet, but everything points to suicide. There are lots of loose ends as to why, especially considering who she was. Her laptop, for example, is gone. We haven't been able to find it, so who knows how deep that thing goes. Even so, I don't think there's a possibility someone sneaked in and forced her to take some pills somehow. But don't take my word for it. We don't even have the full autopsy report yet.
Who found her?
Didn't you get the report? It was her husband.
Do you know anything else about him?
His name is Alex. Pretty average guy. Fitness trainer. The victim had kicked him out a few months ago. They were about to get a divorce. He came by to pick up some stuff he'd left here.
Could he have been angry about the divorce?
Yeah. But as I said, she'd been dead for at least 6 hours before he got here.
Or he lied.
Somehow he forced her to take an overdose over the phone. Then, yeah, he could have done it.
What time did he find her?
The morning after, and called right away. The security cameras corroborate the time he arrived, so we don't have any reason to suspect him.
Did she leave
Family,
any
family,
children
family,
with the
family, family,
No,
family,
no
family,
children, no
family.
brothers or sisters, foreign parents that she didn't see much. For now, that's all I know. And a husband. Pretty regular corporate profile, if you ask me.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No problem.
Alright.
Quite a view. Quite a view. Quite a view. Quite a view.
Thanks. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm going back to my lab. Yeah. I got a good laugh out of it.
I need to start over.
Alright. Upload complete.
Upload is ready. Upload is ready. I've got nothing to put in there.
Alright, do I get to
Evie,
play with
ready?
this?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Please
okay.
operate on patch 1.2. And scan for the latest memory you can find, ideally just before her death.
Understood.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Time to actually play the game.
So this is when she died.
Okay, so remember the apartment I was just in before? Now it's kind of like... now it's a machine trying to figure out how to put it together.
Hello there, Joanna. What was in your mind when you looked at your shadow? What was... Reconstructing glass from memories. I don't think we'll ever get it right.
This looks really cool. Memory's not all there.
Afternoon light. Didn't she die at night? Afternoon...
Oh, let's see what books she's fucking got. It's all just the black one. It's delicate art making shit look bad and broken on purpose. Yeah. Definitely. Time.
Interesting glitch on the clock. Could be a filtering error.
Or the clock was a ghost.
Could be a filtering error.
What do you mean the glitch just typed? Did I miss something, or was it Frank saying broken?
Could be a filtering.
Oh, yeah. That movie was dumb.
Lots of missing information here, Evie. This doesn't seem to be the right moment.
Yes, I wasn't able to pinpoint any further coordinates. Objective data is incomplete.
Reasons?
High emotional state.
She might have known she was going to die. Is there enough data to reconstruct a subjective state of the memory?
Yes.
Good. I'll enter the subjective state and see what I can find.
Alright. Gonna do one last look over. Then we're gonna zip back downstairs and we'll do the exact same sweep, but from a subjective point of view. So this is objective memory here. This is what she plainly saw. Now welcome to subjective memory.
Subjective reconstruction was successful, but I couldn't interpret all data.
It's fine, Evie. Subjective interpretation is tough for any AI, even a special one like you. Evie, there seems to be a bugged reconstruction here. No way to fix it, right?
There is incomplete data linked to this coordinate. Shouldn't be too far.
I need to find the data to reconstruct.
Yeah,
this.
definitely. Fool. It'd be cool. That. Look, it's a baby.
Could this be her as a child? In the objective, adult version of her isn't represented. Only her shadow. There was something here in the objective state.
Yeah, the clock. The clock is screaming, please let me out. That's fucked up. But the newspaper looks the same. Oh, man. Getting that whole thing from a distance, like, fuck. I forgot to look at the painting. Oh yeah, she's got a real fucking curved TV now. Let me tell ya. Stop it. Future. More broken shit over here. Okay. Man, that's not glitches. It's like a towel. Okay.
It belongs somewhere in the memory, but I cannot interpret it.
That's
I
the
need
clock.
to know what it is and where it belongs.
All right. I'll study it and put it in the right place.
That's the clock. Yeah. So very, very obviously the clock. There we go.
That ladder goes down to the first floor.
Huh. Weird.
That ladder.
Reminder, at your discretion, I can momentarily free memory and processing power to deliver more accurate feedback.
Oh, I gotta take a shower real quick. But hang on, my shower curtains turned into a... I'm gonna say... No. Looked like a weird mouth for a second there. Bro, don't you hate it when you sit down in your chair and suddenly reality bends itself into a running faucet? So annoying, yeah, man.
I can't make sense of this sound. I can't make sense of this sound.
Yeah, I'm definitely hearing, "Oh, please let me out." It's making me uncomfortable.
There was something. Evie, do a match with clock data at this
I
spot.
did it. The clock is now a train. Oh, it's a ladder. So now I can get up to the bit upstairs. Ladders work. I don't want to go there. Let me off this ladder, please. Oh. There's no ghosts. This is just memory for. Oh, boy. Okay. I'm fine now.
A picture of a dog. Following her? A picture of.
Hmm. Bro, don't you hate it when a hole in the universe opens up and just starts screaming at you? Oh, cool, I made a sword. Oh. It's on the laptop.
Her laptop. If it's in the objective state as well, then somebody did take it. Her laptop.
Okay, there's just... Yeah, there's... Here's your JPEG dog, Frank. It's following me. Picture of the dog is a program trying to simulate her dog. That's why it's following you. Maybe. Ooh.
A spider web. No way out.
It's a dead-end marriage.
Spider web.
I get it. Ladder's gone, though. The poop's back! Haha!
No mirror.
Alright. Now, let's get down here for Mr. Subjective.
Maybe this is the right moment.
Or objective. That already was subjective. I think it's based on your whole dog theory, they would have probably mentioned she had a dog.
So the laptop was here. She even took the time to write something.
Okay. I just got an achievement, so I'm happy. Just literally just for finding the laptop.
Nobody here.
But shit's broke over here.
Nobody.
So, probably the thing I pick up in Mr. Objective time.
Glass always gives Evie trouble. Glass. The water is running.
Huh. The poop's back. Yeah. It'd been nice if I had been able to look at it better, but Guess not. Let's see where it puts me. Okay, yeah, it is 1-to-1. Just has to take a minute to load because it's not perfect. But I need this. Let's try and see what the fuck this is. Small. Shatter. What was it a second ago? Alright, let's just shape. Well, either way. You come with me now. Yeah. Yeah. That's...
Nobody here.
Hmm.
Glass always...
Hmm.
A picture of a dog. Her laptop. If it's in the objective state as well, then somebody did take it. So the laptop was here. She even took the time to...
Oh, yeah. It's... Nope, still the same. Just a weird little MC Eschery. Oh, I press E to put it down. Okay, I fucked it up. Goes over here. There you go. No? Oh, it's the sink water.
Evie, do a match right here with a mirror being violently broken.
Guys, I found a hand.
What is this hand doing here? You were right, Tom. She wasn't alone. Should be good enough evidence to keep him satisfied for now.
Should I shut down the simulation?
Please.
No.
Understood. Shutting down in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Wasn't done, but alright. Gotta press my cell phone button. The Laura button didn't work.
Hey, Russell. Any good news?
It wasn't a clear reconstruction, but I managed to get some objective evidence. There was a clear hand next to her, just when she was lying on her bed, and the pills were all over the floor. So it seems you may be right. There was definitely somebody with her.
A hand. That's all you could find.
Well, Tom, I'm just getting started. Her last memories are fuzzy, and that's probably because of the psychological stress she was under. The fact that she wasn't alone is a good start.
Yeah, good to know. But we need to know who it was so we can do something about it.
I'll keep looking, Tom. Let's just hope the rest of the memories are in better shape.
I hope so. Did you find anything else?
I saw her laptop. I could hear her typing something. You guys didn't find it at the crime scene, did you?
Somebody did take it. But whoever did is a ghost. We saw the security cameras. There was no one. Alright, this is getting interesting. What else did you see?
I saw a lot of other things. I just need to understand her unconscious better.
It's fine, Russell. Just keep looking, but I need something else from you. We need to get into her private email. The password. We were able to hack the words, but there are 3 numbers at the start that we don't know. We have only a few shots at this, so that's why I need you.
Oh. Dude. Oh. Oh no. Breaking the law.
Password.
Breaking the
That'd
law.
be interesting to find.
Hey, I'm liking this attitude. I was expecting some moral and legal sermon.
Well, it's not like I'm not worried. The new regulations are like stepping on glass.
Don't be. You're doing what's legally right. Just send us a nice and clean scan and inspection report as required, and there will be no issues.
I'll do what I can.
Good. We're counting on you.
Yeah.
The password ends with Namas. N-A-M-A-H-S. But it's preceded by 3 numbers. We have 3 to 4 tries with this password at most. So when you have something, call
Well,
me.
that's shaman spelled backwards, so that's a hint right there. Oh wait, don't do it. I wanted to leave. What are you doing? No.
Okay.
What? That one was new. Eh.
I need to start over again.
Uh.
My little project.
Yeah, I think I just.
Okay, Evie. We need to
Yep,
find
just
that
hopping right
password.
back in.
But most importantly, how and why she died. If you can isolate memories or dreams that may have a connection with the password, or emotional patterns similar to those of her death.
A deep search is needed to find such patterns. It will take time.
Yeah, I know. I could use some rest anyway.
Understood. Search will run overnight.
Optimize the processes as much as you can. Good night, Evie.
Thank you. Good night.
Oh, we gotta go home. Gonna get sleepy poos.
Home sweet home. There's never enough time. There's never...
Oh, peony. Oh yeah, it's my favorite bit of musical interaction. Just slap a couple keys and call it a day.
A quiet night in my mostly quiet neighborhood.
Sorry, I'm trying to look up the voice cast because I want to know who plays the computer. I'm not finding it.
Sometimes the best work happens at home.
Stop all the downloading.
Sometimes the best...
Yeah.
I should use it more. Who am I kidding anyway?
That's how I think.
This is Marie Tsu's speech when receiving a UN award. It was about AI, the future, and this building's design. They seem to be already using it. She seems to be quite optimistic on what can be done.
Music founders have a problem with giant tech without direction and plummeting stock prices. Already big one. In her first year, she managed to cut losses and announced new AI-driven consumer products, which made the company a household name and turned a tidy profit. Under her careful guidance, Go Advanced Technology has disrupted markets such as finance, advertising, automation, and now housing. Says Sue. The advances we develop in the next 10 years will dramatically change everyone's quality of life for the next century. Can't wait for us all to get there. During the complex political climate we have regarding AI research, Zoo became a new champion for private sector developments by swaying the public opinion on her favor thanks to her well-publicized efforts pushing for universal basic income and cleaning up the company after her predecessor disappeared in the Panama Papers leak. Oh yeah, remember the Panama Papers? How we have quantifiable evidence that all the rich people in the world are just hoarding their money offshore so they don't have to pay taxes on it, and then fucking nothing happened except for the guy who leaked it all is dead? Make sure to vote tomorrow. Futures change wherever we may be. As such, we must be ready for it everywhere. As such, we have focused all of Goat's might into developing and training AI to produce the best solutions to issues the post-human collective will face. Problems like affordable housing, sustainable living environments. Man, I just thought putting a shark in the secret notebook in the lung and unlocks the secret ending turns the shade into a total asshole. Artificial intelligence have, after a million generations, produced a result. A building made not just for humans, but for everyone. Plans including even the composition of the materials will be able to process everything we need from the site itself to our smart builder fleet. Buildings are lighter and custom made for the terrain itself, designed for automated construction and are intended to be self-sustainable, having water treatment plants, orchards, and gardens, producing everything that its inhabitants need, leaving them free to live anywhere they like, be it in a bustling city, the South Pole, or even Mars. Applied 3D printing to skyscrapers. Yo, that building looks like shit, dog. Looks like the fucking Zerg made it. Dark, tall, and spindly objects point through the mist in a brisk winter morning like some titanic alien proboscis moving in strange patterns on its own free will. Or so it seems. These are actually Goat's latest generation of concrete 3D printers made building the first AI-designed skyscrapers in the world, made not only for humans, but for everyone. Future is catching up to us fast. Marie Zhu greets me at the parking lot of the building site, flanked by her VP. Together, we tour a construction that is part science experiment, part housing solution, and completely cool. No, it's not. Stop sucking off corporate overlords.
I'm swimming in an infinite sea. I feel small, but at peace. I'm thinking how nice it is that I don't need to breathe. Then a silent, majestic creature appears in front of me. Its eyes show indifference, peace, wisdom. Its movement, slow and graceful. I feel like it's the universe itself, but it moves on. And then I'm left wondering, will I ever be able to follow it?
So he had a dream about a whale, and he wrote a poem.
After her mother died.
No, I can't see it either.
She blames me for not being close enough, I think. For being too focused on my work. Especially during my wife's last days.
It's a light switch. There's not even a light switch, it's just this fucking dark. Thought that was a ghost outside. It's not even a poop button. I can't show that lady how it's done.
It started updating on its own, stuck at 99.9%. Why am I not surprised?
Ha ha! Oh man, that's so relatable. Neural networks, an introduction to design and development. Inspired by the biological structures found in our brains, neural networks are born from simple ideas. What if instead of a single powerful processor, we had a large network of simpler processors working in tandem? What if we gave these networks a problem? And what if and means to try different results and learn from their mistakes? These are the basis for neural networks and its more advanced applications like generative adversarial networks. which are pits neural networks against each other. This produces results, and the other reviews results much faster than any other human could, learning and improving in ways that are unpredictable and at times unknowable to their human creators. Let the machines do all the thinking. Yeah, okay, I'm going to bed. The sound effect made it sound like he just fell on the floor. Oh, hey, look. It's that whale he dreamed about. Look at that whale. No, it's a goat eel. You gotta pronounce it right. Oh no, my house has been broken into. Swim dick.
This is
That
my
was yellow?
speech when receiving a UN award.
Jesus, I couldn't tell.
AI, the future. She seems to be.
Hey, it's done.
Carl sent me this.
You know what? I would never have thought
It
that.
was dark.
It's amazing. It really is. I mean, your parents must be very proud. Congratulations to all of you.
Thanks, Phyllis.
Coming back to your work, you've been there from the beginning, am I right?
Yes, we were less than 15 people, I think. It was like 30 years ago, a few months after the company started.
And now you're head of technology.
That's right.
Amazing. So, before I ask you how smart you gotta be to do that, tell me, how did you guys move from being a small web research company with almost no investment into a company that leads on AI and pretty much every other technology for that matter?
Well,
Also, if I was colorblind, how would I be able to tell that it was yellow?
From a motivation perspective, what drove the evolution of the company? Was there a master plan from the beginning? Did you think you would expand to so many areas of tech?
well, there are so many factors together. I mean, there's market share, emerging technologies, how what we already do can adapt to other markets, or let's say minimizing the risk expanding. Of course, there was also the huge success we had at the beginning that led us to decide pretty much where we wanted to go. But a master plan from the beginning, I don't think so.
But there is one now.
Well, you know, despite of what all the conspiracy memes tell you, there isn't. Just our strong
Conspiracy memes. That's
Yeah,
a new
helping
one.
humanity with technology, being the good guys, yada yada.
Well, yeah, that's what we do. Yes.
I just remembered a picture I saw like 30 years ago showing Bill Gates' head next to an alien skeleton. The magazine found all these similarities and urged you not to use Windows.
Well, I've seen thousands of those, and they won't go away. It's funny that despite all the good a company can do, how transparent it is, you just can't erase that.
It's just part of who we are.
Exactly.
But this leads us to one of the topics that has us here, right? Not everybody thinks you are on the right track, especially with the AI department. And we're not talking about your traditional conspiracy theory.
Yes.
And some of them are influential, well-respected people. I'm sure many know who I'm talking about. But yesterday, a letter appeared on the web, and it did cause a lot of noise. For the people hearing us now that don't know about it, it was from Mr. Carl Chasser, a very respected psychiatrist and scientist. This letter criticized GoAT's latest announcement, which did, in fact, make the world very, very happy and excited.
Not him, clearly.
Not him. Well, he criticized it for completely missing what's essential and saying it could lead to the worst step in our evolution ever taken.
Yeah, well...
And give me a second. Then he says a number of reasons why this shouldn't be accepted by governments, and goes on explaining in a very, if I may say, and this is only my opinion, in a very sort of poetic but cryptic way.
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't know where to start answering the letter, because the attacks are so surreal that we sort of would have to study the letter first and try to find out its meaning.
Yeah, it is cryptic.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm sorry to say this, but that is a very pedantic attitude. Pretty common along some intellectuals, actually. I mean, when I try to explain something to people, I don't try to confuse them first, you know? He's more than welcome to participate with his opinion. We know he's doing incredible research about the human mind, but certainly this doesn't help anybody. I don't think he actually understands what we are doing. He is incredibly paranoid, and he is full of dangerous mysticism. He's putting in our hands the responsibility of crushing surreal things that nobody understands, while in fact, what we are doing is increasing quality of life by a big margin, and nobody can deny that. Let me tell you this. Nothing we are doing is secret. Everything is what people want and need, and we are delivering it proudly and transparently. With all due respect to Mr. Carl, I think he has a romantic and dangerous view of staying behind in progress, and pretty typical of this whole go back movement, too.
You know, that's the impression I get as well, that he is incredibly paranoid, and despite how well written his letter is, his reasons are more like theories, based on other, more cryptic theories. Let me read a small section of the letter for those that haven't read it.
All right?
It says, "We are like reptiles that not long ago were fish, exploring the land for the first time, seeing how the rays of the sun blur through the water that gently covers our eyes. While we cannot yet explain or even wonder about this moving painting in front of us, we are inevitably inspired, seeking peace in the heat while we get to be one with the land." Then he goes, "Our greater tools are not the ones we know best, but all the complexity that hides behind our minds. Here we are now, beautiful reptiles, so far away from being human, thinking that because we found the trick behind the blurred sun, we now see far enough to define the range of what can be seen and the full reach of our desires."
I actually like the way he writes.
And the fact that he is a scientist also is what makes people follow him so much.
Well, that makes him intriguing, but does he give any real argument? Does he make any real point? Because you can't argue with poetry like that. That's not science. How much do we really know about his research, for example? I don't mean to discredit him or his partner, but we are talking about empiric, scientifically proved improvements here. That can only do good. So really, this romanticism is beautiful, but empty. When we went to the moon, you could have written a beautiful poem about the Earth and our lost relationship with it. And I bet that did happen. And it would be pretty and make sense, but would it have meant that we don't have to reach for the moon? It's like, I don't even know how to answer him.
I agree in the fact that the letter is almost like a poem, but he does give a few reasons, however cryptic. Would you like to go over some of them? We have a few minutes left.
Of course.
Okay, here's one. What they want to do is mix the unmixable. If you reduce human behavior to problem solving, then this problem solving eventually leaks into communication, and this communication is derived mainly from trial by error testing, since it would be an overpowered asset. However deep it might have been, you encourage a unidimensional form of life and you cripple all other dimensions. This isn't a problem on paper, but psychoanalysis has taught us that there is a balance between real accomplishment and effort. And from this balance, many forms of communication are partially generated, art and culture being two of them. If you suppress this with automation, you might end up needing it on a much bigger, dangerous, and ultimately unsatisfactory scale. It's a complex one.
Okay, first, as I said, first we have to interpret all
Is this an entire podcast?
since no references are provided, and then accept the fact that there is no evidence provided.
I'm down.
This should be enough to undermine any scientific discussion, but let's give it a shot. I think that what he is trying to say is that by improving ourselves with AI, we are basically destroying our social ability, our full spectrum as human beings, and even our chances to be happy, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So how is it then that with all the technology we already use day to day, the world is actually a better place than any other time on Earth?
I do think there are arguments against that.
We have our problems, but we are healthier, better fed, more educated. While AI houses do everyday things, we can spend that time with our friends, family, reading or exercising. We die older. We have never cured so many diseases, and the list goes on. The bad side of things, like global warming, poverty, or kids stuck on cell phones, are not technology's fault. It's us who have to learn to harness its power properly. Teach our children, like we controlled fire in the past, when we didn't even know how to write. In fact, we believe technology will bring the solution to these things, not politics. So this announcement is about the next step of that help. Less problems, more time, and even more energy to think big, to solve maybe even bigger problems. It's like using a calculator. You can do simple equations with your mind, a pen, and a paper, but you can't simulate quantum behavior without the help of a computer. So it's time the calculator becomes something more essential. Something your instinct can depend on and use in a split second. It's just a tool. It doesn't stop making you who you are. That's just paranoia, the same that appeared on every other technological advancement. This is no different from other advances. It's just that because it's not an external tool, it makes some people nervous. I don't blame people really, but time will tell how good this is, like it always has.
So, in a way, it's like being able to access more processing power on the fly, like an integrated calculator, but without changing the way thoughts are processed.
Exactly. You will just have more tools at a faster speed without the need to use your cell phone or charge it. And therefore, we may make better decisions and solve more problems.
Right.
It will enhance your creativity and your life in general, but it won't change who you are, your emotions towards other people, and the way you socialize. You can have a drink from time to time and have a good laugh for no reason. It's only a fast access tool.
I want to try it.
You and everybody else.
Okay, well, I think we're running out of time. Let me ask you one more thing.
Go ahead.
Do you have a master plan involving alien species?
Oh, you got me.
I knew it. Thanks for coming, Ted. I hope you can join me again soon.
Just say the word.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Ted
Thanks,
Bassett,
Ted,
Chief
for
Director
coming
of
to my
GoAT's AI
talk.
department. Once again,
I did it. I
proudly coming
salvaged
out
it. I
forward
made a
about
joke out
technology
of
and
it.
the future. Thanks again, Ted.
It's my pleasure.
Now, let's get back to some music, and later I'll leave you with the great Rosemary and her new selection of today's artists. See you soon.
Didn't even get any music. I feel lied to.
Laura's backpack. She's had it since high school. At this hour?
Oh, that was wait, dude. How did you ring the doorbell and then get that under so perfectly? It was way too fast. I need to make some eggs. Leave me alone.
I'll consider it.
My shirt.
A note from Laura.
Hi, Dad. So here I am. So here I am, crashing at your house again. I forgot how the melody goes. Guess that makes you the winner of our last debate. Sorry, I wanted to call first, but it's been some rough days and my cell phone is dead. Hope you don't mind me staying for a few days. I waited for you a few hours, but I really need to sleep now. Haven't slept for a while. I'll explain everything later.
I'm not happy I was right. Laura. I wonder what she's up to.
Oh, she's got purple hair. She's an opinionated alt chick.
Still sleeping.
If this was my dad, he'd be screaming at her to wake up.
Still sleeping.
Because it's like 9 a.m.
I'm not happy I was right.
Oh. Fridge actually makes some motor sounds. That's cool. Alright. Let's go check the mail. She was murdered. See for yourself.
What have you got
Hope
me
you
into,
can reconstruct
Tom?
it. Someone must have forced her to go to these horrible places. She wasn't like that. Her killer must be there. You have to expose him. She didn't deserve this. Don't trust anyone. You have information that is way too sensitive. Okay.
I think I recognize this luggage. Laura. I think I...
Let's go back to work. Yeah, not really a great idea to check who's there when I already fucked around with the door for a while. Anyway.
The idea.
Gotta upload this data.
Upload is ready. Evie, can you take a look at this letter? See if you can match that picture with anything.
Understood.
And if there are any fingerprints or any other clues you can extract.
I'll start with the picture. I have hardware limitations for most other tasks.
Yeah, I know. I'll build a decent scanner soon. Meanwhile, I'm sure my little project can be of some use.
I will try.
That's all I ask.
Okay. Let's go to a nightclub.
So, anything interesting on the search last night?
I found 2 parts of her lifeline that may help you, but only one is fully reconstructed. This one is a childhood memory that seems to be connected not only to the password, but also to her adult life. The other one is a recurring dream that started about 1 month ago, virtually every night. I'll need to brute force my way to a reconstruction for this dream. I'll notify you when I have something that can be uploaded.
Interesting. Upload the childhood memory in the meantime, and keep working on that dream. Evie, please activate the control panel Carl was working on. It might be easier now that we have more than one memory available.
Understood. And letter scan is in process. Nothing found yet.
Thanks. Keep me posted.
Okay. Got a nice little zippity boo. Oh, wait. Let's see, did I get everything here? Yeah. Yeah, I did. So now we go back to here. And childhood memory, 7 years old, approximate memory time frame 60 days. Remember this subjective predominance over the rest. Strong influence in future memories.
Control panel 1.2 is activated.
So it sounds like Erica Harlacher for the computer there, but I don't know.
Evie, what song is this?
Searching. I can't find a match in online databases.
Song that doesn't exist. Yeah, like this looks really cool.
A time warp. The control is near the door.
Somebody's broken.
Happy memories are always saved in a special way. Happy memories. What are you looking at, Joanna? Another failed glass attempt. Although now it reaches further into its surroundings. Glass, mirrors. So many old superstitions exist about them. They are so impossible to interpret subjectively. Another failed. Is it something in the mirror? What are you looking? Someone unreadable and the magic mirror show. Someone. A toy dinosaur in the middle of the bed. A toy. Children. Children.
Children.
I can't enter. It's like a black wall.
That is what it is.
Is there
Nothing misplaced, and I can't find any close links.
Huh. I can't enter.
Thought that was a person standing there. Kind of fucked me up a little bit. Okay.
Maybe her parents?
Also, I don't know what year this takes place in, so parents are like, this is probably modern day right now. Or maybe like based on the shit on the mantle, maybe the 90s. I don't really know. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck, that's cool. So, you guys see what's happening there? So it's just perfectly normal room, but it's only because everything is just looking directly, like just the perspective is only from when you're outside the door. Fuck, that's cool. Dinner's ready.
Homemade cookies.
Alright. Like from outside the door, like aside from the door itself, you know, because the door's melting. You know, everything looks like it looks like you're just looking at a photo inside the door. And you get this shit. It's really cool. It seems like that might be the case for a lot of things. Yeah, not so much these here. Just not put together all the way. Yeah, let's I heard the word pizza a lot.
A time warp. The control is near the door.
So I think he's ordering a pizza. Maybe. Let's get objective. Or subjective. Keep forgetting which one it's called. Oh, okay. What happened to Mom and Dad?
Her own version of things. Such beautiful innocence. Her own
Okay, so... maybe, like for the perspective stuff, but... So, if we're getting to the breakdown of it, this used to be her parents dancing, objectively, but subjectively she sees a sun with a spoon revolving around it. So maybe just like center of her world and also providers of food. Makes sense to me. Well, not because of her, like that was representing her parents. So, oh, let's look at the room now that's subjective. I don't want to look at that anymore, that's for sure. Okay, nothing changed in here. Oh, there is a dog.
Interesting that this dog isn't in the objective state.
Huh. That looks like the same dog that was in the photo. Maybe. I don't know. It's been a minute.
It doesn't like when I look at it. It doesn't like...
That's fucked up.
Another failed glass attempt. Although now it reaches further into its glass. They are so impossible to interpret subjectively.
Okay.
Someone unreadable, and the magic mirror.
That didn't really change. Aha!
It doesn't like when I look at it. I can't enter. It's like a black wall.
So we got a face hugger down there. It's cool. Oh, I don't think I checked out the parents' room. Give me a second. Oh, maybe that's why. 'cause there's nothing here. But there's a spoon there.
A spoon with books.
Okay, so let's see if we can interpret this. The spoon and the sun represent her parents. We don't know precisely which one is which, but one of them's the sun, who, she revolves around that. Whereas the other one, the spoon, is
A spoon with books.
likes to read. I don't know. Let's go check this out, see what's changed. Okay. Hello.
A time warp. The control is near the door.
Hello to you. Can't get the
Time
pizza
warp.
though.
The control is near the door.
Pizza time.
A time warp. The control is near the door. A time warp. The control is near the door.
All right, gotta bite the bullet now. Wait a minute.
Could be a defense mechanism.
Most likely. In current patch, they are unfiltered by default.
Are they using my behavior?
Yes.
Good. This will give them a much broader expression range. Thanks for the warning, though.
Find a way to pass the subjective entity.
It seems to react to my behavior. It seems to react.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it. We got that impossible space going on. Because, yeah, that hasn't changed at all.
They are definitely a fond memory. Quite different from the objective state.
She likes cookies. We know that. Alright, anything else over here?
I don't know what song this is. I don't know what song this is. Her own version of things. Such beautiful
weird.
innocence. There's also that spoon again, orbiting the sun. Interesting.
Huh.
Her own... There's all... Interesting.
Okay. More things happening.
Is it the same entity from the kitchen? It doesn't like it when I look at it.
Oh, then I probably have to go down the hallway backwards. Maybe go in here backwards. Let's see. Nope. Wake up, grab the paper, get coffee, pop 18 Madman's Delay shower.
Happens only when I walk backwards.
Ah!
Keep going like this.
I figured out the puzzle. I'm the best. I'm the smartest. Okay. Next thing. Being assaulted by a broom. Now we're gonna put some eggs in. Gonna make some cereal. Coffee. That's breakfast in bed for somebody. What is that, birthday cake? Yeah. Let's Thanksgiving turkey. Just chopping up some meat, making a stew, baby. Huh. I'm out of the kitchen. Okay, this is... Everything's reversed now, because that's the same perspective room. Ooh. Getting a little filtered here. Yeah. That's cool.
Someone's desperate to enter.
It's a little fucked up. Okay, parents' room. Still in the subjective. Once I get through here, I'll switch back over. See what happened.
It seems slightly different than the last time I saw it. It seems...
A little bit. Still can't see the guy's name. There's space for something. Maybe. Hmm. Oh, nice. Horrifying monster cave. Scan. I don't know what Scanner Sombre is.
The path splits in two.
Hmm. Oh, the dog's here. Let's follow the dog.
Could this dog be subjective only as well? I can't enter. It's like a black wall. Unreadable. Maybe in the objective state. Maybe it works from the other side.
I'm just gonna take a quick further gander.
You again. Are you watching TV? Could it be watching TV? I would have imagined the subjective static noise to be different at this age. Like little ants or something. I would have imagined...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting shapes.
Hmm.
Interesting...
Kids, dinner's ready.
Hmm. I like that voice now.
Kids, dinner's ready.
Microwave food.
Kids, dinner's ready.
And yeah, this is still the same. So, let's see who's probably crying on the bed. Oh, that's big.
Evie, isn't this body a little blown out of proportion? For it being in the objective state, I mean.
There are no errors in the simulation.
Is it inside the scale error margin?
0.11% off, but valid thanks to accurate matches on its surroundings.
Okay. Still seems a bit too big. We'll have to review those algorithms soon.
Understood.
Giant dad. Ah. Bounce around as I please. Based on the fact that it looks like he's having a mental breakdown, like holding his head, I'm gonna say cat. Cat's ring.
The static noise of old TVs were quite hypnotic. The static noise of one of them should be the mother. One of them.
I think it's her in the dress. This hasn't changed.
Microwave food.
So I should be able to snap myself around. Yeah.
So this is what those asteroids were about. Her parents, most likely.
I think that's it's like an actual like 3D photo of some people.
So this is what the What are you looking at, Joanne? Someone unreadable.
Eh. Okay. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. Need to go back to, Oh, I missed this one.
Bedtime story, maybe. A bed. I could swear it's slightly different from the last time I saw it.
Yeah, it's kind of warped. Si un dinosaurio. Un dinosaurio en la ciudad. Oh, I'm still in here. Okay, well, what I needed to do was go back to the crossroads and take the other path.
The path splits in two.
And I should be able to just warp between them all. What if it was blue? Saying kids, so there should be a sibling.
This seems like the shadow of the people that were at the start of the memory.
Yeah, that TV's gotten fucked up. This is the bad times memory. Hey look, it's Giant Dad again. Yo, what up, dog? Yeah, let me in that eye hole. Gross. Gonna make you go away now. The dog's back. Guys, the dog made it crash.
That behavior was extremely aggressive.
Yes,
Could be a defense mechanism based in phobia.
a manageable problem replacing an unmanageable one.
Exactly. I wonder what it's hiding.
Oh, I thought it said objective data was found. Ah. I'm gonna shut my window. It's getting a little chilly. Okay. Let's see. So I'll just keep exploring. Find everything. Oh, wait, yeah. That's a good idea. Go back to this. That was the wrong button. Where is that? Well, it's one of the bedrooms. There's something round up at the top. Okay. Yeah, it's this one here. Why am I... What is with this vignetting? What? What's happening?
Is that Joanna inside the frame? Is that...
Yeah. What, Taylor? Is something wrong? I got too close to the dog again, you guys. Let's see. Who's this? I did not get here on my own. I don't know what's going on. But I have clipped out of bounds. She's going to school. Oh, she got a puppy. That's so sweet. What's she doing?
Joanna, is it you? Where are you going? Joanna. Are you Joanna as well? Are you leaving the house? Are you...
The trail, I guess. Okay. Back. Nothing to look at there. That's a little weird. That's a full circuit.
Are you Joe?
Yes, they certainly are. Alright. I don't think I'm finding anything else here.
Joanna, is it you?
Well, I'll follow the dust. There it is.
Seems like it's leaving the house from under the door.
That's what I was looking
The
for.
light.
Okay, so that's everything there. Oh no. I see what happened. Tried to warp myself around to something,
Could this
and
dog be subjective only as
now
well?
this is a bug. I am not supposed to be out of bounds. Oh no. I thought it was part of the game because it's weird, but this isn't supposed to be happening. Hey, I did it, I fixed it. I'm the best.
So the dog is once again subjective.
How's everything from here?
I can't enter. It's like a black wall.
Kids, dinner's ready. Kids, dinner's ready.
Microwave food. Could it be watching TV? I would have imagined this.
Oh, song.
It's the same music, but distorted. In fact, everything seems more distorted at this memory moment.
That was not it. Weird that I haven't found anything yet. Oh, it's this with the
Evie,
dog.
is there a reason the dog can enter there while I can't?
It wasn't resolved as a neutral space. The coordinates are only for the dog, which is a Class D entity.
Class D. Could it be made into an avatar?
Querying stability. Done. Mapping behavior. Done. Processing. Avatar transform awaiting input. Usability unpredictable.
Guys, I'm a dog now. can enter, but there's nothing to do in here. So let's go sniffing around. I can't do anything in there. It's a little weird. Oh yeah. Let's head to the other side. Because maybe it won't break down if I am the dog. Left.
Another child's room.
The dog. Oh. That's not a great transition.
The dog projects a child's shadow. Maybe it's not a dog after all.
The dog was also in her death memory, in the form of a picture.
Exactly. Could there be a sister or brother? I was told by that detective that she was an only child. We need to find out more about this room and this child.
And, like I said before, the voice in the kitchen was shouting, "Kids! Dinner's ready."
The dog projects a child's shadow. We need to find out. You again. You.
See? Something to do with pizza and the phone. So I guess we're getting this back over here. Let's see. It's still pretty jagged from this way. But this angle... not really. Yeah, it's the same thing as what was jaggeding when I was making that happen before. And maybe to the other side. Maybe not the other side, but just all the way back. Get back to the objective. Probably not supposed to actually walk all the way back up there. But I'm back, so fuck it. Wait, did I just get completely turned around? I did.
A time warp. Baby, fill in this time warp with this data from start to end. Huh. Ordering food, it seems. 922 Klimt Street. Shinner Bar. Interesting. I could check out the real place now.
Okay, how much? Queen Street 922 Dinner Bar. Hey, you ordered some pizza. I'm starving. You will like pepperoni, so I'll get that one.
Okay. That's like the last of the stuff I remember Pat talking about, so everything else is blind.
Laura?
Hey, Dad. Sorry for crashing by without telling you. My cell phone was dead.
Is everything all right?
Well, me and Chris had a fight, and I left him.
Oh. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. You were right, of course. I need to think things through first. Did you see my note?
Yes, I saw it.
Okay. I'm sorry, Dad. You were right. I hope you don't mind me staying a few days.
No worries. Stay as long as you need to. I'll pick up some food on my way home.
Thanks, Dad. Oh, I'll be going out with a friend tonight. I promise I won't wake you up. It's just that we haven't seen each other for a while, and I need someone to talk to. But we'll see each other tomorrow morning, probably.
Yeah, sure.
Great. Thanks, Dad. And I promise I won't be a nuisance.
Don't worry about it. Talk to you soon, all right?
Right. Bye, Dad.
Bye, Laura.
I'm trying to be a good dad. Verdict from Supreme Court on Hallmark case of former President Coffre. So the Supreme Court. That was a verdict. And the appeal over terrorism charges of the group self-dubbed the Highwaymen were convicted over a string of fake videos and audios impersonating several officials, up to and including former President Coffre. This group was apprehended by the action of now famous NSA, CIA, FBI Joint Task Force. Soon after the arrest, Congress passed the Information Technologies Bureau Act, creating the TSB, of which the Joint Task Force became its core group. Following the group's creation, Congress also passed a law penalizing the creation, storage, and distribution of video and audio deepfakes without express permission from the falsified subject, and strengthened penalties for impersonating federal or state officers. Yeah, deepfakes are gonna get real fucking scary. All you need is someone who, like, you don't even need to make them sound completely the same, and you can put out a video of anybody saying anything. Anyway, Taylor, while you were out, we found the address of her childhood home. Yo, pizza time! Los Che? Antonio Varas? Oh, that's a 555 number. Damn. You know, I fell for one of those when I was a kid. There was some thing, it was it was like G4, but on like Nickelodeon. And they were advertising like, hey, we have like a best of collection of our DVD.
Russell, we need the password.
Like, right now?
Yes, right now.
And it's probably 922, but like...
Just give me 5 minutes. I might be onto something here. I'll call you right back.
Do it, but fast.
He's mad. Anyway, yeah, they were advertising like, hey, here's like a box set, like best of collection of our show. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool. I kind of want to get that because I didn't really get to watch too much of that show. And, you know,
do not rent.
Wanted to watch more of it. And then when I told my mom, like, yeah, you just need to call like 555-627, and the mom was like, oh, it starts with Ben, that's fake. It's not real. And I was very upset.
No defense mechanisms to worry about. No defense.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a proper gamer pad. The kind you live in when you don't want people coming back to your house to beat you up for the pro gamer words you say. GameCube basement.
The whole neighborhood feels abandoned. Shaman Poe. Amazing that it's still readable.
Weird how that's the only thing that remains. So weird.
It still remains. Wasn't Joanna looking at it?
309, baby.
The mirror still remains.
There was a second child.
So,
what?
She had a little sister. Martha, could she still be alive?
I mean, what the fuck? There's a cat.
Martha, it seems you were quite important in your sister's mind.
Where is it?
What happened to you? Martha, what happened?
Oh, sis, sorry for mom. Bye, house, and sis, sorry for mom, Johanna.
The mirror still remains. Shaman, amazing.
Well, that there with the name blotted out was definitely to get your attention if you hadn't figured it out yet. Someone graffiti a frowny face on the wall? Yes, they did. It's even crying. That's probably totally intentional and not just, oh no, I used too much paint there and now it dripped. Don't you feel sad now? That's what the music says.
Russell?
Do you know anything about her parents? Or a second child named Martha?
Well, she was an only child, and I think the report said she didn't talk with her parents much. Also, they live overseas. How exactly are they important?
Well, her past seems to have affected her last days somehow. Not directly, but there seems to be a connection.
Russell, I need you to focus on who killed her. I know she must have been a very interesting person, with this and that childhood trauma that you're so eager to decipher. But we need to know her password, and who killed her. Concrete facts, Russell.
I know, but finding the connections will lead to the facts. Just tell me if you find anything interesting regarding the family.
And you tell me if you find anything interesting about her death.
Okay. Goodbye, Tom.
Bye, Russell.
Okay, why do I need to call him back multiple times for
Russell?
password?
About her password. Try 3 0 9.
Okay, good. We'll try this out and I'll call you back. Thanks, Russell.
Who else can I call? She didn't answer. So sad. Alright, back to the lab. 2 catalysts.
Nothing else to put in there for now.
Let's
Hi,
just
Evie.
jump back in.
Any news on the picture scan?
I can't find any patterns. I am limited by the hardware.
Yeah. Point taken.
However, I was able to reconstruct the recurring dream I mentioned before. It seems to have started about 30 days before her death, with strongly repeating patterns. It is available on the control panel.
Good. Thanks.
Alright. Time to go delve into someone's nightmares.
I am having trouble reconstructing time and perspective in this dream.
How bad is it?
I should be able to reconstruct all the events eventually, but their continuity and the different dream perspectives are impossible. Please expect a few errors in continuity and perspective.
Cool. That's what I am all about right now.
8% of dream reconstructed.
Neat. Yeah. Ah. Let's see. Got 8% wiggle room.
This dream reconstruction is really something special, Evie.
As it is a dream, there are no filters for physical accuracy. Therefore,
I know. It's easier to grasp the aesthetics of the imagination than the visual truth of memories.
precisely 16% of dream reconstructed.
Well, let's head through here real quick. This is a cool mechanic. Seems like a comeback later kind of spot. And I got
like a perspective error. It must match from somewhere.
Oh, that's cool. So I not only have to get the time right, it's definitely from in here, but I gotta the angle on it too.
Evie, try to reconstruct perspective from this angle at the current time of the dream.
Perspective and time. Let me out! Door's stuck. Hmm. Hmm. There we go.
20% of dream reconstructed.
Same deal. Gotta make the staircase. Okay. Guessing I gotta be like over here. Get back over this way. All the way in the corner. That's as far as I can go. Yeah. That's floating around too. There we go.
Evie, please try to fix this perspective to the dream.
Twenty-seven percent of dream reconstructed.
Could that be Joanna and Martha?
Oh no, a nuke went off. We're all gonna die.
100% of dream reconstructed.
So that's the end of the dream. Hopefully there's information about what caused it. Could that be Joanna?
Okay, I think... Nope, not done here. It's about 4 things in every area. So... Wait. Is that because of how close I am? When did it start raining here?
Is that rain?
Huh. I just gotta get up there first. Okay. Maybe get over here. Oh, I'm still on the. Oh, never mind. We got it. Hmm. Oh, it's another dog.
Another dog. As far as I know, Joanna didn't have a dog in her apartment. Someone else's, perhaps.
That's a dream, Saint Bernard.
Another dog. As far as...
The dog is immovable. Yeah.
They look like my servers.
Wait, what? Okay. Pictures, news, a lot of science shit.
There's steam coming out of that pipe. I should get closer. There's steam.
Eat the steam.
A new name in the puzzle. Richard. Can you find something on him, Evie?
Searching.
Richard and these childhood elements. Could they both be the catalyst for the dream?
There are hundreds of Richards that could be connected to Joanna somehow. 29 of GoAT's current employees alone, and that is only from people that have their profiles public.
Okay. Keep searching while I ask around. Looks like there's 2 layers behind the catalyst of the dream. One is buried below with her childhood, and then there's this Richard.
Richard was the dog.
Looks like there's 2. One.
Alright, let's get out of here. No connection.
Nothing else to put in there for now.
Alright. Oh, I don't have anything new. Already found everything in all those. So, going someplace else? Hey, never mind.
Hello?
Mr. Russell, hi. My name is David. I'm calling on behalf of Marie Shu.
Marie Chu? From GoAT?
That's right, the CEO.
Oh.
Miss Shu would like to speak to you in person, Mr. Russell, at GoAT today, if possible.
Meet with me? Why?
She'd probably like to tell you herself, sir.
Oh. Okay. I'll be there.
Good.
That's
I will
cool.
let Miss Shu know of your answer. Directions will be
I
sent
actually
to
have
her,
the
including a pass to our
hand to the phone,
Have a
hand to
nice
the
day.
ear,
Bye.
shadow. Like they didn't need to do all that animation, but it's there. God, that thing's so ugly.
My car's like a unicorn in here. It works. That's all I care about. In truth, I've always disliked the vanity associated with cars. Actions are all one should be proud of, or ashamed of. My car's like... Nice cars. They must be running an independent research project. They look almost as good as my car. They look almost as... Hello?
Mr. Russell, this is Marie. A pleasure to speak to you.
Oh, Miss Chu. The pleasure's all mine.
I was notified of your arrival. I hope you had no trouble getting in.
No, none at all.
I'm very sorry for the short notice. And thank you for accepting our invitation.
I'm happy to be here.
Good. There's a lot to talk about. Listen, I'm on my way down. Please meet me on the middle bridge.
Sure. So, how do I get there?
Please take the orange wing. The elevator on the right. Jess, please help him to the bridge.
Of course.
Jess here will open the elevator and get you to the right floor. I'm coming down now. Meet you there.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Bye.
I like that. They actually ended the conversation. You know, they actually said goodbye instead of just hanging up like sociopaths.
I guess they use a lot of these to navigate inside the building. My balance was never very good. I guess they...
The fuck? Oh, I thought it was broken, but it's being repaired.
2 buildings. One focused mainly on research, and the other on business, both connected by bridges. Marie should be in the central one. I guess they use 2 buildings, both connected by...
And time to go. Oh. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I don't like him either. Fucking douche. Looking at me in an elevator. Pretty sure that Roomba just clipped through her legs.
I appreciate you coming on such short notice.
Miss Chu?
You seem surprised.
She does.
Sorry,
She didn't. She doesn't have lip flaps.
I spoke without moving my lips.
Oh, that's intentional.
Thanks to the amazing scientists in here, I can. And just by thinking, I'm playing with these voices, but they're all still a bit off. My voice was more nerdy. This one feels wiser and more empowered somehow. I guess we need to have some of our AIs learn more types of people. It's interesting, though. After all this CEO business, most people in our field have seen me talking.
They didn't want to bother animating her mouth flaps, so they gave a reason for her to talk her mind.
Indeed. It took some time to reach you. You seem to be off the radar. If it weren't for the echoes of your research in the science community, I would have thought you were a ghost. At least by today's social network standards.
Probably not a coincidence. It's too easy to get distracted these days.
Indeed it is. I actually find a lot of that in here. The need to focus. Everybody is building something. They have a goal that is beyond traditional ambitions. It's a beautiful thing to be a part of. Please, follow me. You see, Mr. Russell, any
Oh
good
no.
we're trying to do here is in danger.
Oh no, my walk speed is faster than hers.
You'll see the substance of what the future will be made of. Automated farming, clean energy development, bold advancements in medicine. And here is our latest and most ambitious project. The first prototype of large-scale, AI-designed automated...
But yeah, mouth flaps is more the term for when you're like dubbing anime. Because you have to match to what the Japanese people were saying. So just the mouth's flapping faster than I'm used to.
Against ignorance, mediocrity, fear. We need all the help we can take.
Okay, now we're synced up.
Building a good future is
To the point where she's moving. Her character model's bugging the fuck out because she has to maintain the speed.
Someone like you could help us in this fight. But we
Imagine
need
a
your
wheelchair
help
actually
on
moving like that.
scientific front. 1 second, Mr. Russell. Yes. Can't it wait a few minutes? Okay. Hold the call. I'll be there. You'll have to forgive me, Mr. Russell. Even Sundays I have urgent calls. Please meet me on the executive level. I should be ready in a few minutes. Jonas at reception will send
Look
you
at
right
her
away.
jagging out.
Hi, please put your hand on the glass so we can give you clearance. You're good to go. You can use elevator A.
Yeah, biometrics, it's a generally good science to get into. Little concerning on some fronts of just the privacy violations, but the best kind of security you can get.
Hi. You can find Miss Marie in her office. You can find Miss Marie in her. You can find Miss Marie in her office. You can find Miss Marie in her office. You can find Miss Marie in her office.
You can find Miss Marie in her office. Yeah, there's a little bit of jank here and
I'm
there.
glad you made it up here. Please, close the door for me. I hope you had time to see a bit of what we're doing here. I wanted you to see it firsthand. There is so much prejudice out there regarding our mission. The best way to break it is to talk face to face, to be open about everything.
I agree. But are you open with all projects?
We are a private company, Mr. Russell. I do have a few investors to please, so no. We can't disclose everything we're working on. Some things need to mature first. I'm sure you of all people understand. And talking about this, let me be blunt. Has the TSB reached you already? I heard they're meddling with academics as well.
Yes, they are.
They move fast. I hope they aren't being as obtrusive with you as they are with us.
If you do everything by the book, there's nothing to hide.
I like your moral sense, Mr. Russell. But I'm afraid these people will disappoint you sooner than later. I do hope I am mistaken, of course. Mr. Russell, let me cut to the chase. I admire your research, and you face the same challenges we do, but on a different scale. We think a partnership would be very beneficial.
A partnership? You mean a job? Here at GoAT?
A job? No. A partnership. We're offering a very unique position here. A chance to direct your own projects. Very generous resources. And the power and freedom any smart scientist would ever want. Think of the other benefits. We're a tech company, with no connections to the pharmaceutical industry. I know that you already challenge their status quo in the effectiveness of their drugs. We can protect you from them, and make your research widely known. The benefits of working together are limitless.
And in return?
Two things. One is the sheer value of your expertise in the AI field, and the other is political support. A well-respected academic like you that has always been outside of the corporate world. That is what the public needs to see.
So, I would be a political asset. and in exchange you would give me resources.
That would be a cold way of viewing it. The warm way, which is how I'd like to think about it, is that together we can make the world a better place. Great minds like us need to unite and work together. And this is the place where you can achieve anything you set your mind to.
Unless the TSB gets in the way.
Politics is the other part of the equation. The biggest part, probably. When the time comes, everything will come down to ideology. I want you to be on the right side, unless you think the TSB will avoid the upcoming problems by simply putting a lifetime brake on every possible development.
We need some regulation, even at the risk of stalling.
A fair point, Mr. Russell. I would agree with you, if time was on our side. The way I see it, regulation is supposedly what keeps us safe from the dark side of technology. But regulation isn't the problem. The problem is who creates those laws, and why. Given the current state of affairs, I don't trust the government's intentions. The law reacts, and it's always late. I understand they want to get ahead. The stakes are too high. A single mistake could cost the world everything. But they don't seem to be in the prevention business. They just want control. And
She's got fucking Animal Farm in 1984, though.
They have their own agenda. So yes, regulation could be good, on paper. But in my opinion, that is not what's going on here. Besides, politicians, philosophers, intellectuals, they all had their chance. And they left us a world so advanced on one hand, and almost dead on the other. So yes, I don't appreciate them breathing down my neck while we try to fix their mess. Anyway, Mr. Russell, I don't want to keep you here for too long. And of course, you don't have to answer now. But I should tell you that given your opinions, I have no doubt that joining us would be the wise decision.
I appreciate the invitation, Miss Chu.
Yep. Never accept an offer at face value.
Of course. There is no rush. We're more than happy to wait for someone like you. David will send you more details. And we should have dinner soon, to discuss everything further. And now, I'm afraid I have to get back to my work. Sadly, the world doesn't really stop getting warmer on Sundays. Thank you for coming, Mr. Russell. Feel free to stay as long as you want. And expect a call soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Russell.
This is an Edward Hopper, right?
Indeed. I keep that painting there as a reminder of the problems of that time. How progress also brought loneliness and alienation. He expressed it so beautifully. It's a reminder of what we need to avoid in the next cycle. When technology once again changes the social fabric of the world, we cannot make the same mistake. We must put ourselves first.
Yes, but so they say we only learn from our mistakes. And as it's also said, with AI development, there might be no chances for mistakes.
I'm glad to know we agree. We must tread carefully.
An Edward Hopper.
So I've been waiting until she got done talking to point this out, but her office has no view of that big ugly tower they're building. It's all the way over there. You gotta strain to see it.
Automated building construction with generative design. Supposedly they can adapt to any terrain. A lot of people predict this will have a drastic impact on the household and construction markets, but the real thing is off-world colonization. I have to wonder, how much is really automated? There's way too many cranes. Automated building supposedly... A military vehicle? I wonder what kind of research goes on there. A military... If I'm not mistaken, that's Joanna's childhood home. An old industrial neighborhood. If I'm not... Amazing. Different seeds of the same building, all procedurally generated. Amazing.
You know what? I'm gonna guess they probably actually developed an algorithm to design those. And that's why they're so base, because the developers actually procedurally generated the buildings. Just a few short weeks before the special press conference that Go Out is labeled the first day of the future, Tech Mogul has been shocked by the news of their Vice President of Development, Joanna Cast, has died. While no official information has been given by the police department, our sources within the force claim that Cass took her own life, a fact that has not gone unnoticed by neither the tech industry, with specialists already clamoring for greater oversight of GOAT's artificial intelligence developments, and the stock market, where GOAT stocks have dropped 20 points and show no signs of slowing down.
Yes, a very sad moment for us all. She was an incredible professional and a great woman as well. I wish I had known what was happening in her mind. I guess I was too busy managing everything. What have you heard about her?
I saw something on the news about her. Awful business. I imagine it must have been a terrible blow to everyone here.
Indeed it was. I think she may have been contacted by the TSB. And who knows if they manipulated her. These people will do anything to fulfill their political agenda. Perhaps you can help us investigate things in the future. Find out how she really died.
I'm already on the investigation, oh no!
That looks like Joanna's apartment building. That looks like
We outie. Wait, let me look at the T set. Nothing. Her books. Her photos. I can't say how cliche it is that she has Sun Tzu's Art of War on there. Okay.
Oh,
Right.
and Mr. Russell, just in case, out of courtesy, we haven't signed NDAs or anything. But, given the current situation, I would appreciate it that this offer remain between us. At least for now.
Of course. No worries.
Good. Let's keep it secret. As if it was a password.
Well, she knows. She knows I've been looking into the email. Yeah, let's do a little bit of spin over
She
here.
asked for all these files?
I have no idea. She did have access to everything, but it's very technical stuff. Completely out of her area. It's like super complex. Hard to read even for me, and I'm an engineer.
And the notes on these paragraphs. Singularity? Unethical?
Yeah, I think...
Shh.
There's no one in there. That room's empty. It's just voices. Okay, so Singularity is kind of fucked up. That's where this is leading.
Russell, you're a fucking genius, man. We got in.
That's great. Did you find anything important?
Yes, I can't speak right now, but stay tuned. Wanted to warn you, though. The attempts probably didn't go unnoticed. You know how it is. We can't compete with their infrastructure. You have to be very careful, Russell. There's a lot at stake here. Where are you right now? I have another task for you.
Hello? Hello? Oh, sorry, my battery's running low. You said something about a task?
Yes. Well, I need you to find something on the husband, Alex. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
He was with us at first, but now he's gone dark. Maybe he's afraid of something, or maybe he's just angry. In any case, if you give us some leverage on him, we might get him speaking. I have a feeling he knows more than he told us.
I see.
I'm sending you his address. Don't push him too much, though. And of course, keep us out of it.
I understand.
Okay, Russell, thanks. Call me if you need anything.
Thanks. Bye.
Still working over here, buddy? No. Huh. Somebody like ripped the tubes out? Because I remember that oil stain being there.
My balance was never very...
Alright, what's the over-under on, parking lot confrontation? Can't. I was gonna check the back seat for anybody in there, but I don't have a back seat. This is a fucking hatchback. Yeah. So let's head to Alex's. 10:23.
Hello?
Hi. Are you Alex?
Yeah, who is it?
Don't say I'm with the police. Obviously, don't give him my real name. Not with the police. Yeah.
I'm just a friend of Joanna's. I'm trying to...
Yeah, you don't sound like any of her friends. Like she had many anyway. So, what's your name?
I'm...
Alright, just leave me alone. I'm sick of you journalists and cops. Fuck.
Hello?
Do you know someone named Richard?
Richard? I might know something. Why should I tell you? Joanna's friend?
I think he might have something to do with Joanna's death.
What? Wait, why am I talking to you? You guys will try anything, won't you? I saw the security cameras. No one went in. So for the last time, fuck off, Richard.
Observer. Is that the Rutger Hauer one? I started it a little while ago, but I never finished it. I got stuck on, like, the opening thing. Like, literally, like, stuck in a wall or something. So I just dropped it. Yeah.
I guess I'll have to stop bothering him for a while.
Alright. We'll come back later then. Back to day lab. Yeah, it's similar concept. Just this one gets more... That one was more just like, let's make it kind of horror and cyberpunky, and this one gets more into the psychology of things.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Laura. Everything all right?
Yes. You mind if I come in?
I'm not at home, but of course you can come in anytime you want.
Oh, but I'm right here. See?
How did you get here?
I know where you work, Dad. And Gregor at the entrance has known me for a while, remember?
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, why aren't you opening?
Oh, wait a sec.
Thanks. This place. Your real home, Dad. I gotta say, it looks a bit better than the last
It's on
time
the
I saw
back.
it. Where's Carl?
Oh,
It's
Carl
the...
stopped working here a few weeks ago.
Really? That sucks.
It's the white hair,
Nice guy.
Alice in
Oh, I picked up
Wonderland.
this magazine in the entrance. It's for you.
Thanks.
This is not a pipe, but the painting of a pipe. Yep.
Thanks for coming by. Make yourself at home. Is there anything you need?
Nothing really. Just wanted to say hi. I had a feeling I won't see you much at home.
Yeah, well, you know how it is.
Yeah. Work is work, right?
I
It's
can't
just this
tell if
case I'm
she
working
has a
on.
nose
I promise
ring,
I'll try to make more time when it's finished.
Oh,
so I
can
can
I
see,
help you with it?
or if it's
What is
just
it
the
about?
light.
Well, I'm under a contract. Telling you would mean getting you in trouble, so for your sake...
Oh. It's fine. I understand.
I'm sorry.
Wait, it's not about... Is that Johanna Cast?
Do you know her?
It's all over the news, Dad. Is she what your case is about?
Really? What is the news saying?
It is her, isn't it?
No. It's a whole different story, and as I said, I don't want to get you involved.
All right. I won't push it, I swear. Just offering to help.
Well, if you want to help, there are these underground pictures that Evie hasn't been able to decipher yet.
Where? Let me look. I know the city's underground.
That's a
They're over
weird
on that
statement.
table.
All right, let's see.
Psychology Monthly. Very deliberate walking speed on her.
I think I know this place.
Is anything wrong?
No, no. I mean, not sure about the place, but that show? A friend of mine is into this shit.
What shit?
Well, don't worry.
Okay,
A
it's
friend of
just
mine showed me a video on his
weird
phone.
stretch on her face, but she does have lip piercing.
I don't want you to get the wrong idea. My friend just likes weird stuff, but he's all right.
Don't worry. Can you tell me more about it?
Well, I'm not an expert, but I think there are a few places that could host a show like this.
Do you know their names?
Could be the Forge. It's an old nightclub outside the city, invitation only, or the Wish Club. Also, weird stuff going on there. Oh, and you know what? Kinkhaven was on the news recently. It closed. It was known for its masks. I think someone died there or something, or almost did.
Interesting. Evie, can you search for those names?
Yes. Give me a moment. Patterns found with new information. New memory available.
Ha! I told you I could help. Which was it?
Kinkhaven.
Good work, Laura.
Well, if you need me, I'm just a phone call away, so...
I don't want to get you into trouble, but I know you're resourceful.
I understand, Dad. Still, I won't be very far. This was great, Dad. I'll leave you to your work. Tell me what you find later.
Thanks, Laura. I will.
Bye, Dad.
So here's a question. We'll get to where she was before. From right here, how was she able to tell who I was working on? Because I can't see shit. Like, she would have to have, like, you know, seen the pictures over here. Boy, you can't see that from here. Not even when I zoom. This game's a crock of bullshit is what I'm saying.
Thanks to the name, I am able to connect many isolated chunks of data. It is a complex memory. Finishing reconstruction.
Good. Please upload it as soon as it's ready.
In the process, I have found direct connections with a previous teenager memory. Both are interlinked somehow. I'm also uploading it to the server.
I didn't approve the memory upload, Evie.
I am sorry. I understood that I should optimize all processes.
It's fine, Evie. I should have done a better job with the protocol hierarchy.
Do you wish to cancel the reconstruction?
No, it's a good idea. I'm just paranoid of another security episode. For now, put the upload protocol over any other directive.
I understand.
I like the dialogue trees.
Protocol hierarchy.
Good.
Alright. You guys want to go to the fuck house? Or, what is this? 13 years old, so boy bands. Fuck house or boy bands? Getting a very strong vote for Fuckhouse. And I can go to any of them at any time, so. We'll be doing both. We're just doing the Fuckhouse first.
Her apartment again. Maybe it's just where the memory started. Can't hear what they're saying, but it looks like a fight. Finding what it's about could be useful to get Alex talking. Joanna, who are you talking to?
Richard. Obviously.
The objective data is voxelized. It's the algorithm's most basic volume. I wonder if it's the same in the subjective state.
This is apparently not the Fuckhouse, I'm sorry.
Objective data is voxelized. I wonder if it's... What is this?
It's the hand. Ah, fuck. I want to get that QR code, but the finger's in the way. I'm going to try and scan it. I apparently don't have a QR scanner anymore. Oh wait, yes I do. Just had a different name. I can't do it because I used to be able to get the phone camera on my phone's broken. I used to be able to work with just not the phone app.
The objective data. I wonder if it...
Cause I don't know. But now it's only the front facing and I'm never gonna be able to scan it like that.
Evie, it seems the amount of detail is greater than in the objective state. Do you know if there's a reason for this?
Much of the data is being filtered to the subjective state, but there are no errors in the filtering process. There could be a number of reasons for this. The highest probability is heavy use of drugs.
Or a very emotional moment.
Neat.
She's so glitched in the subjective state. I wonder what that call was about. Can't hear what they're saying, but it looks like a fight. Finding what it's about could be used.
The hand's gone.
Nice glass solution, Evie.
Thank you.
Nice glass.
Thank you.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Do that in a second. Oh, I can't even go this way. But yeah, like we need the memory of driving to a place. So, memory of in the car and then just the road.
Who could that be? Who could that be?
Hey, we got the Fuckhouse. I was wrong.
Weird. An empty chair. Weird. What aggressive behavior. It's trying to steal my attention by force. Does it remind you of anything, Evie?
The Joshua case.
Exactly. It was a representation of shame, if I'm not mistaken.
That was your conclusion.
What are you ashamed of, Joanna?
That's cool. Forces me to look at it like my camera was kind of locked in.
Who could that be? Who could that be?
Alright.
Oh, there. Whoever's behind that mask must be important. This shouldn't happen in the objective state. We'll have to learn to dodge those psychoactive drugs, Evie, eventually. There's a lot of detail. This shouldn't happen in the...
And nothing. There's something back here.
Looks like different moments of her life.
Yes, and one of these moments seems to be incomplete. It is connected to the other memory found along with this one.
Interesting. She's putting on a mask.
I saw that mask in her closet. Neat.
Looks like Joanna and her mother, maybe? She looks like a teenager. There's some loneliness to the scene.
This moment is from the same time of the other newly found memory in her lifeline. It could be the one that is incomplete.
Interesting. Could she be holding hands with Martha? You're here, and Martha isn't, unlike the other childhood time in the room. She doesn't mind.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
She and her surroundings are glitching.
Oh, I see. I think I get it.
Joanna and her maybe it's Joanna's surroundings are glitching, but not them. Maybe it's because that mask can't see her now. Her mother is blocking it. You're unlike.
Okay.
She doesn't glitch when the masks look at her. Maybe she wasn't ashamed of them yet. She looks like interesting.
Okay. I need to have the masks look at the teenage one.
Two masks seem to be too much. Two masks. These masks are making Joanna glitch. Can't she be protected from them?
Notification. One of these moments seems to be incomplete and connected to the other memory uploaded along with this one.
Okay, thanks.
So I don't think I can solve this until I go to the other one. So we will keep looking around. Gonna head back over here. This isn't the place I wanted to go. Yeah, this one. So I want to check this out.
Is that a hospital?
Oh.
She's so glitched in the subjective state.
Okay, so that was a call about, I don't know, her parents dying or something. Okay, teenager time. Oh, this kid fell apart when I got close. So it looks practically normal from here.
Faceless reconstruction. It's supposed to be the other way around.
Let's see what these kids are subjected. Not even here. Spooky.
That defense mechanism. It doesn't want me in the classroom, and it kicked me back to the objective state. Could it be just children?
Children that Joanna didn't like, probably.
I wonder if there's some way to drive them off. It's the same woman from Joanna's childhood place, but older. Her art teacher, perhaps.
Why would you...
I guess she knew Joanna very well.
I guess the
wonder if
room...
she's still alive.
I was about to say, like, why would you just jump to the conclusion that she's an art teacher?
It's the same woman from... So I...
Yeah. And this is like I reached a improperly scaled bit of like Google Maps. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. More perspective, fuckies. Because it looks fine. That bench is stretched to all hell. I think the first room is still cooler about it, but... yeah. Up the stairs to absolutely nothing. Okay. Back to subjectivities. Hello, you. What could you be? Because you're clearly a bell.
There's something familiar about these shapes.
I just gotta figure out where the bell's supposed to go. No, fuck off. Leave me alone.
Evie, the data should represent this woman and the bell above her.
I did it. Huh. Nice little, is that even visible when I came in? Not really. Oh. That's depressing.
Teenage Joanna. Is she crying? What an interesting scene. What are you doing here?
Spoon is her mom, then.
Her apartment. What are you doing? The teacher reflects Joanna's mother. I wonder what she means in her subconscious. She's clearly important.
That the art teacher was a better mother figure to her than her actual mother.
She's clearly...
This data doesn't seem to be regular raw data.
Does it operate differently?
It seems to be pure subjective data, belonging to all of her mind, not to a specific place, much like a global feature of her mind.
A global feature of her mind? A feature is a software term. In this case, if it has influence over all of the mind, we should call it a signifier.
Yo!
Specific place?
Yes.
He said it!
Influenced the other memory that was found along with this one. The moments seem to be connected somehow.
Okay. Let's see what it does. That room from her childhood. That room.
Well, keep looking around then, I guess. Because we got more stuff to find.
Her apartment.
I'm probably gonna call it here pretty soon. So I finish up these two. It's getting past midnight. I'm getting a wee bit tired.
The school bell.
That one. No.
It reacts when I look at it. Maybe it represents a shy person. I really like the new patch, Evie. The unconscious is so much richer in information.
Okay. Weird how that one waited to unlock. That's fine. Sup, kids? Sorry if all that whispering gives you anxiety. There's just absolutely nothing left up here.
Teenage Joanne. What an that room.
Alright. Go in. just cannot find what else it's trying to get me to click on. As far as I can tell, there isn't anything else.
In recess, I suppose.
Maybe. Yep, that was it. Go click on the spot where the teacher used to be. Jesus. Okay. Back to Fuck House. Which one I was in?
Evie, it seems the detail is lower than in the subjective state. Do you know if there's a reason for this?
Much of the data is being filtered to the subjective state, but there are no errors in the filtering process. There could be a number of reasons for this. The highest probability is...
What did I just do? Damn it.
Weird. An empty chair.
Is that the same objective? It's not even there, an objective. Okay.
These masks won't let me pass.
They seem to be subjective entities. They shouldn't block.
There we go. And we just gotta give her back her mom. And there you go.
Evie, please match this data to this spot. Interpret it as Joanna's teacher. It looks like that moment at the school.
Okay. So, one on her.
These masks again? Could they be looking at her?
They are subjective entities as well, but passive. You should be able to influence their behavior.
I know, I did already. I need one of them looking at every facet. Probably that's the wrong one, though. She needs this one. Huh? And that one's shielded by her mom. And this one shielded by the teacher. And that one's the teacher. And that one. Let's see there. There we go.
You're here. Unlike the Joanna, their surroundings are glitching. But not them. Maybe it's because that mask can't see her now. Her mother is blocking it. The data is is useful again. What aggressive behavior? It's trying to steal my attention by force. Does it remind you of anything, Evie?
The Joshua case.
Exactly.
That what?
What aggressive? Does it
That.
what do you
Welcome in, fuck house. Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, a little bit. And what have we here? We got chains. Part of a broken mask. Crying mask. Busted ass bits of wood. Okay, like a broken door or something. Or just a regular door. That's the QR code. I'm gonna try it again. I think it's scrambled enough that it's not actually real. Also, like I said, I can't do it right. Okay. Oh, that's straight up a bondage position. And back to busted ass chains. Anyway, we're gonna do our best to not look at the titties, because I don't want to get in trouble. Hopefully this is distorted enough that I'm not gonna get in trouble. Let's check the objective memories. Yeah, this is a lot better. I'm much more comfortable walking through this. Yes. Peak sexuality.
This shouldn't happen in the objective state. I still can't see anything. Isn't there any information here?
There is a percentage that passed through the filters. There could be something.
Alright. Oh, he's been a naughty boy. Okay. I think that's a lot more than a blowjob, by the way. Like, this guy's just getting stepped on. And I can appreciate a man who understands his kinks. He's gonna have doggy style sex with her. Anyway, let's go hang out over here. Kinda. Oh. Kinda counterproductive there. Hey, no, fuck off. You okay, buddy? This is me now. Okay. Gonna look at the walls. Can't do that. Okay. I can't even look straight down. Oh no. Eh. So we'll just go back upstairs. I can't go back upstairs. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. This is taking a really long time. I'll use that all. Still can't go upstairs. No.
Same mask. Looks like the corner of some structure. This shouldn't happen in the objective. Do a match with a door right here.
I forgot I had a door with me. So yeah, that's where fuckboy here goes. Shit's about to get weird. Weirder. Yeah, okay. Looks like somebody OD'd here. They're giving her CPR.
Whatever that thing is, it's active in the objective state, and it's adding information.
Yes, unexpected behavior.
How is it passing the filters?
I can't understand or read its behavior properly. The readings are extremely chaotic.
This is beautiful. The subjective experience acting as the missing element of truth? Record everything it does, Evie. This anomaly is everything we could have hoped for.
Understood. Searching.
Okay.
This feature is designed to recall unresolved raw data.
I used it.
Doesn't seem to like those masks. Still here, but with new company.
Okay, so now I probably head around to this side.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, I do not know what to do. So I guess...
Processing. The algorithms of the current entities repel each other. The masks. They are trying to block the creature. Reminder. If needed, I can recall for you any discovered raw data left inside a memory. Option is on the control panel. This feature is designed to recall unresolved raw data that was lost by...
I see. Okay. That's where I messed up. Wrong side.
I can't go in there. I can't go in there. There's a connection to the upper room.
Like what in particular?
Still here, but with new company.
Like everything? 'Cause yeah.
Still here, but with new company.
Ah.
It's still
There's a big titty monster that's just running around eating things. Eating up all of her remaining shame.
The two subjective entities are trying to nullify each other, and they will eventually.
No, the titty monster is doing the eating.
That creature jumped right over whoever that is. It should be adding objective information now.
Let's get us over there.
That's probably Joanna on the left. She's talking with someone. I can't see her face well, but the mask is very clear now.
There are several layers of information superimposed. Try to look at the scene from another angle.
Is that my lab?
Could be.
It doesn't make any sense. It's the objective state, for God's sakes. Errors like this screw up any objectivity in here. We'll have to start. Wait. The entity is moving. Where are you going now? It may have gone to the apartment. Joanna, who are you talking to?
I sure know how to pick 'em, right?
The entity is below them. Maybe the objective state has more information now.
I won't do it again.
It's not a big deal, Alex. You promised.
Let's do it here.
I can't believe you're doing this. Just use the mask. Nobody will see you.
Fine. But it's the last time.
So if this is true, it means that you were the one down in that room, Alex. Whatever you did, you weren't very happy about it. Let's see how Alex reacts to this. There's a good chance to check out how reliable the objective state is.
That's this dude's phone.
Maybe it has something to do with what she used later in the club. Maybe it has...
Alright. So, get back to the lab. Whatever clean up stuff I can in here, and then we'll call it for the night. Immediately supposed to go, so it's probably it then. Just to make sure. Okay. Just make sure it saves. I'm gonna head over here. Quit. Yep, there's my autosave. Alright. That's it for tonight. I'll probably be back on Friday. Don't know about the rest of the week, but probably Friday for sure. Okay, bye.